Hi everyone, and warm greetings from Spain. So this time I decided to go and a little bit reset myself and get rest. However, I'm working from here, so this is still my plan and I hope I will do it very soon. However, from the Polish community mostly, I received a lot of questions about so was Lucifer good or bad? Is that a demon? And the questions about it, how can we look at it, what's the truth here? I decided to look at it from a little bit different perspective. So long time ago I made a video on demonizing demons, and I was connecting them exactly as it was written in the book. They were connected with certain emotions and energies, qualities, so certain roles we all are thrown into during our life. So I suggest that perhaps everyone can shapeshift into that quality of energy and find the Luciferian energy with himself. So is he good or bad? Yes. Is he good or bad? No. Both answers that you probably heard on the internet are right. There is right and right. And why is that? Because in the sense of like energy of God, a lot of scripts saying that God is a connection of both qualities, so good and evil, light and the darkness, and at the very top it's consisting of it all. So if we look from that metaphorical perspective and philosophical perspective at the Luciferian energy, you have the polarities. You have this light, clarity, pleasant energy, and everything that gives you clarity. You emanate light, you feel expanded. And on the other side you have the arrogance. It's like me. So you have a different qualities, and if you even not going to judge them as good or bad, because sometimes to get certain things in life, and if you're a very shy person, there's this moment when you think you arrogant could be actually being assertive. It all depends where you are in your situation, about the your particular situation and your structure, your psychological structure. So I would look at it from that perspective and shapeshift a little bit into the role of that quality, how it is for you, because everything what is said all over on YouTube could be also potential distraction, because the most important thing is, what does it mean to you? This is not a new concept that Lucifer was good or the concept of Lucifer was bad. The concept also first time I read in Margaret Sandemo books, and it was described as someone really good, someone that wanted just different things than God, and just wanted to try out another way, and for that he of course was punished. If we look at that from a really more human and emotional, metaphorical, philosophical perspective, a lot of people who maybe fear or criticize or judge, and by judgment they evoking a lot of negative energy too, they can understand it better, and by the understanding the evil disappears. So let us maybe have this little attempt to do that. That's one thing. Another thing I'd like to mention, and perhaps you can also benefit if you are listening the English version of my videos, is about trusting in the astral, subtle, mental world and any other world that is invisible, that is in other dimension. Many of you, at least Polish people, reading Akasha library, they are connecting, they are talking with different entities, and what I observed in the past months, some of you are not verifying the source of your information. And I would like to mention only this, that a lot of entities that are manipulative, they are manipulative and they are really master at the manipulation. So of course they are going to show themselves to you as Jesus if you believe in one, or they are going to show themselves and they're going to shapeshift into something you believe in, something you want to. However, they cannot lie. So I suggest, and I was already mentioning that in also in my Oracle series books, when to Sarah, the Egyptian priestess, Reiki master, asked, "Are you coming from the light?" Sarah from my books laughed at that, because that wasn't really the proper questions, as all beings are coming from the light. So if even the darkest creature is eventually coming from the light, from the source, or from the so-called God. So the questions that you should ask is always the series of questions, at least 3 questions. You can ask more if you like. And the creatures cannot lie. They can deceive you, they can manipulate, they can try, and they're really good at it. They had centuries of learning and studying how to trick the human being. So to verify and do not trust. And sometimes I met also with people who are forcing other people to believe them and to trust them and to trust the authority of the creatures, whoever is talking. And I can only say this to that: anytime someone is forcing me to trust him, in my past that was usually a sociopath or psychopath. So that is a big red light for me. So you can always command to see the real entity in front of you. You can also ward it off. It is in your power. You have a free will, so you can also say that no, thank you, stay away. Nobody on this plane, this earth, is trusting anyone. It is something you get after a while. Is someone trustworthy? You don't offer anything like that at the first meeting with someone, and you shouldn't also do that when you come into touch with other entities, especially those immortals or those who are on the other side, not forgetting, like a human being, not reincarnating, and have far more knowledge. I'm talking as an oracle, of course, from my books, but if you do believe in that, or believe it or not, I want to verify also, because sometimes some of you say, I don't believe it, but yet you go to tarot reader. And I had clients like that too, when someone doesn't believe in tarot, but of course he wants a reading. So I love these kind of clients because they verify, they don't believe me, and I love that. I do not expect that to believe, because they take responsibility for their life, and they are finding the best solutions. So these are the best clients, who are verifying, not believing, but asking the proper questions and finding the solutions. They are not letting the fate decide for them. And this is also in the astral world or any other dimension. You are the authority. As some of you read, drawn the knowledge from Akashic records, you believe someone, please verify those beings all the time. Whoever you get into contact, is it alien, is it whatever, what is their intention? That would be a good question. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Are you trustworthy? That's also a good question. So any kind of questions that come into your mind, it's always worth to ask and see how they're going to respond. Because if they're going to withdraw after those questions, maybe these entities were not really good for you. And some of you like to also told me that they praying to their masters and they worshipping them. just because someone is more evolved than we are and maybe attained, I don't know, the illumination, any kind of, there are different steps of that. It doesn't mean it's the highest one. And none of you praying to your friends who maybe are great and achieve, I don't know, 30 years of experience in astrology, numerology and so on, and they are really great, but you don't pray to them. So really putting someone higher than you are also can blind you for who they really are. So treating someone as equal, no master will be really angry. They actually are treating the students equal. If not, there is also that polarity that of the Luciferian light, of the arrogance and being higher than other people. So I hope that was pretty clear. I hope you were able to hear me. I'm greeting you warmly, and if you have any questions, please write it down under this video, and of course rate and share with your friends. So hope you can find meaningful information, especially if you are into dreaming, lucid dreaming like I, and you couldn't find a lot of information, and you had to experience everything on your own. So today this knowledge is available to all of us, and we can easier navigate through these kind of dimensions. So all of us to you one more time, and have a great time wherever you are. So where are you traveling this summer? Let me know. Bye bye.